Welcome to AP Duels. This is Zachary Frankfurt. Said in the Macromonix video that I might be able to get my hands on one of my friend's decks. He sadly cannot participate in the profile. But, if anything, this would be an entry for Senor Blanco, his Langbanger contest. I have actually played Lang a couple times. He's a pretty cool guy as far as I know. But this, my friend calls it the macho lesbian deck. This is a version of the Amazonas deck since all the new stuff just came out. Only thing is it doesn't sync, whatever you want to call it. But there's an easy way to do it. Just slip in a rose since it's a warrior. It still keeps it macho lesbian. But the way he has it set up, he doesn't need to sync that much. Okay, let's go into it. Okay, with the one of two main things. Amazonas Paladin. Paladin's really cool, just because she gets 100 points for each Amazonas card on your side of the field. And plus she gets it from Amazon Archer too. She comes out at 17, gets a buff for her own, summoning, so she's at 18 pretty much. She's pretty awesome. The archetype is pretty neat because, every archetype has their own field card. Her field card's pretty beat, you'll see it later. This is one of the other big MVPs. I should say one of three, actually. Triple Amazonas Swordswoman. If your opponent attacks Swordswoman while she's in face-up attack, they take the battle damage. The effect goes, the opponent takes all battle damage to this card's controller that she takes from a battle involving this monster. Now, cool thing about it is they have the archetype equip spell. Amazonas Heirloom. I'm sorry, it's in the fucking deck. Why can't I think of it? But Amazonas Heirloom is pretty cool. You'll see it later, and I'll explain the whole strategy with that. All in all, pretty broken card, even though it only has 15 attack. Okay, this is the third MVP. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't recognize it before. Amazonas Sage. Cool thing about Amazonas Sage is the way the effect goes. If this card attacks, select one spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy it at the end of the damage step. As long as she attacks. She doesn't even have to destroy your opponent's monster. As long as you would declare an attack with her, even if she dies, you get to pop a back row card. You can also equip the heirloom card to her too. Oh, like I said, I'll explain it when it comes up. But she is pretty broken as well. She keeps your opponent's back row clean. Swordswoman keeps your opponent on his or her toes with damage. Paladin just gets buffs from everything. 3 Amazonas Trainee. From what I've seen, my friend likes Trainee. I like Trainee. When you destroy a monster with it, it goes to the bottom of the deck instead of going to the graveyard. And if it does destroy an opponent's monster by battle, it gets a 200 attack buff, and that's permanent. It doesn't lose it at the end phase. So the deck plays Solidarity because they're all warriors. And the more face you smash, the higher it gets, stacked on top of the Solidarity add-on, stacked on top of whatever else you're doing with it, and it doesn't put cards in the graveyard. I mean, it's pretty neat. Starts out at 15, 4-star. Not amazing, but good. Maybe we could say it's the 4th MVP. The big mama of the deck, everyone runs back to the Amazonas Queen. 1 sack, 2400. Amazonas monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. So, as long as you can keep one of her on the field, good. That's why the deck only runs with 2, just because the third would be a dead draw, in most cases. Another one, they play at 2, Amazonas Chainmaster. I think he only plays it because it's Amazonas, but, when it's destroyed by battle and goes to grave, you can pay 1500 points to look at your opponent's hand and take a monster from it, add it to your hand. That can actually screw up some strategies, especially I've liked watching it in fights against X-Sabers. Even though you most likely are going to lose, they can really screw up some Full Helm and Boggart Knight plays. These two are neat. Amazonas Scouts. During either player's turn, you contribute this card. If you do, during this turn, face-up Amazonas monsters you control cannot be targeted by effect monsters, effects, and cannot be destroyed by the effects of spells, traps, or effect monsters. It's, on my body, the tribute being the card instead of, the life points, and it's permanent for that turn. So you can really screw over your opponent if you trib that for Dark Hole or trib that for Mirror Force or anything torrential. Should be run at 3. He runs it at 2. I guess, 3's a little much. Okay, that's enough creatures. We'll go to spells. Here's your Archetype field card. Amazoness Village. It boosts your Amazons up to 100 attack. And once per turn, when an Amazoness monster gets killed by battle or an effect, you can special summon one Amazoness monster from your deck with a level less or equal to that of the destroyed Amazoness. And it has to go to the grave. But just like the last video, not many people run macro. So yeah. There's the Amazoness Heirloom. You equip that to either the Swordswoman or the Sage if they don't die. Well, since they don't die. Because it's actually a... Hold on, I'll just read the effect. Equip only to an Amazoness monster. Once per turn, that monster cannot be destroyed by battle. When the equipped monster attacks, after damage calculation, destroy the attack target. So, you're fighting, like you're taking Sage against, let's say Goyo. You punch it, use Heirloom's effect. You get the nuke, a backdoor card of theirs, and after damage calc, you destroy the Goyo. I mean, it's that simple. It's good on Sage, it's good on Swordswoman because they take the damage. The strategy was to play it on Swordswoman, but it's good on Sage as well. Even though you take the damage, you can clear the back row pretty easy. 3 Smashing Ground, Monster Hate. One of those is shiny and gold rare. 2 MSTs, back row, Hate. Now, here's what makes it the macho lesbian deck. 2 Solidarities. They're all warriors, they're all Amazoness. Even the Sage is a warrior. This makes them big. Cool thing about it is you can take these 2 out, drop in 2 Tigers. Deck's still pretty broken, but this actually, from what I've seen, Tiger may get big, but this can get monsters to be bigger than Tiger. It's pretty freaking broken sometimes. But like I said, you can take out this 2 Solidarities for 2 Tigers and have a field day with it. Rhoda, they're all warriors. Warrior returning. That's just in case something good gets killed, like Pally or Swordswoman. Terraforming, you're running 3 field cards. Might as well get 1 out just in case. Reborn, staple. That's it for the spells. We're going to go into the traps now. Deck doesn't play very many. 2 Spiritual Earth Art Kiragones. You trib an Earth monster on your side of the field. Special summon 1 level 4 lower Earth monster from your graveyard, except the attributed monster. You can do a lot of trainee into Pally plays with this, especially if your opponent's attacking that and you pull out the Paladin and it's buffed up like a mofo. Really cool. 2 Bottomless, Monster Hate, a Call. It's good to get back Queen or Pally with, especially Queen, because right after you do that, they can't be destroyed by battle. Torrential Tribute. You chain this with Village's effect. Might not, you might only be getting back 1 monster, but it clears your opponent's side of the field. It's pretty cool. Like I said, right now the deck does not synchro, just because my friend doesn't think needs to synchro. Actually, this version right now is my version. I built this on my own time. I just wanted to get the list from him and build it. I was thinking about the Rose, which I think actually, now that I think about it, I think he did put in the Rose to tune, because it's really easy to synchro with Village out. So yeah, that's the deck list. No extra, and like I said, the 2 Solidarities that you saw, you were easily able to take them out and put in 2 Tigers, if Tiger's more your fancy. Still makes it pretty big, but it's the macho lesbian deck for a reason. They're all lesbians, they're all chicks, there's no Tiger. Alright, well, comment, rate, fix, whatever. Probably not going to change. Thanks, guys.